Hey guys, what's up? Rob Mods here. Want to bring you some more gameplay today. This is actually towards the end of my session, so it's going to be a little bit different than what it has been the last couple of times. I actually just finished running through about 900 mil of net worth, and so one of the topics I actually want to cover right now is shop layout and upgrades. A lot of people have been asking me, especially with endgame, what does it actually look like? How do you balance bins and racks? And just kind of how I do things towards really late game. So I'm just going to explain that really quick before I head off to bed. So I've talked about it a little bit before, but I have a couple of setups. So right now, when I have all of my bins out, all of my tier 1 resources are over 600. All my tier 2 resources are almost at 200, and then I've got a lot of tier 3 resources as well. But when I'm wanting to sell, like I have for the past couple of hours, I'm wanting a lot more energy than that gives. And of course, having this many bins out doesn't do anything if you're using all the resources right away. It doesn't do anything. So let me show you what this looks like for me to switch everything over. Of course, there's no button to do this automatically. So here we go. So right now I'm just pressing store and putting everything away. So for this, I use 2 chests rather than 4, because when you have all those extra racks out, it actually increases your storage for each space that the rack can hold, like for items. So you don't actually need as much storage, and it gives me an extra couple hundred energy as well. So I know this is a little bit painful of a process, but it's worthwhile. Wow, this is weird. I've never done this. Okay, so the game crashed there, but it's all good. We're back. So I just switched out almost all of my bins for racks. So as you can see, I'm at 7,000 energy right now exactly. And so this for me is the most ideal setup where I can still craft. So I'm still making money crafting items. Obviously, I have to pay a lot more attention because not as much. The maximum isn't as high, so I can't, log in and craft 12 items. I can log in and craft 4 items. So I have to pay a lot more attention, but I think it makes a lot more sense to do it that way. So if I small talk and I get 700 energy, I can discount a tier 6 item and surcharge a tier 9 item immediately. And then I just have 1 of each bin out. So this is what most top players are going to have. This is what their shop is going to look like. They're going to have the same amount of energy. All of these are max. So this is basically a max shop if you're still crafting right now. But there's another option that I've been really debating, and I'd love to hear your input on it and just see what you think. So I've been thinking, if I store all of my bins, what would it look like if I went entirely racks and I had 800 energy and I could just small talk and surcharge a tier 9 without discounting anything? Would that help me out? Would that speed things up? Would that be more profitable? Or does it make sense to still be crafting constantly? So that's why I've been making these mannequins. I haven't upgraded them to 15 yet, just because it's a lot more money and gems to do that. I may do it later. I haven't fully decided yet, but I've just been doing this because it's cheap and, I'm able to try things out. So also, we'll buy our last one right now. Perfect. There it is. So let's upgrade this guy. I wanted to mention this as well. So when you upgrade this, it's going to start, with the full timer there. Your guild can help you up to 5 times, and that'll decrease the timer to half. A lot of the time, once I hit like level 9 or level 10, I'll just wait until 5 of my guild members have helped me out, and then I rush the rest of that with gems. That's really the only way you're going to get max with anything, because it takes so long to upgrade, and with this many, it's just not going to work. So my energy now is at 7,300. If all of these are max at level 15, I believe that your energy can get above 8,000, and especially if I took out these 2 chests, I couldn't carry enchants or buy more components, but I wouldn't really need to if I have enough items. that are ready to sell, and I could probably get up to like 8,200 energy or something like that. So I could small talk and sell a tier 9 instantly without discounting anything. So that might be more profitable because I don't have to buy fodder or anything, and it might be a little bit faster with selling items. Like if we just small talk here, basically anytime I get a successful small talk, I'm going to be able to sell something. Like look at this, it's just crazy. Every time it's successful, I'm able to get rid of one over and over and over again. This is crazy luck. Like this never happens, but like look at this. How many items did I just sell? Like a lot. And it crashed again. So I guess QuickTime just doesn't like me, but it's all good. No worries, we're almost done anyway. So yeah, that was crazy. Basically every item just sold. It's one small talk and the item's gone. It's amazing. So like small talk, buy the item, and I've got enough to get another one. Like this is what it looks like when you have enough energy. You can sell so quickly that it might even be more profitable for me to do it this way than actually crafting items. If I'm making 100k profit per item that I'm selling, that might be faster than crafting. But then of course there's no chance for legendaries and stuff, so it might not actually be. But if you're super endgame and your only goal is to get net worth up as fast as possible, then having 8k energy, being able to surcharge anything as long as you small talk successfully, that's going to be your fastest way. So that might be an option when I hit really late game and I don't care how much gold I have. I just want to make net worth as fast as possible. So comment, let me know what you think. 3 options really. One is having lots of bins out so that I can craft throughout the day. Option 2 is having one of each bin out so that I can still craft while I'm selling with 7k energy. And option 3 is something that I haven't maxed out yet, but having 8,000 or 8,200 energy to just surcharge immediately to be able to sell everything fast. So I don't know, we'll see. So there we go, level 2, and the next one takes an hour. Half that is half an hour, so we'll get that up to level 3 anyways. The last thing I want to mention, and this is a question that I had, and this has to do with shop layout as well, is it better to have a closed layout like this or an open layout where they can access everything? Honestly, I think it's totally up to you. The point of this is that the customers don't have to walk as far, and you can limit the amount of shelves that they can hit, so they're only going to choose items that they can access. So it makes it a little bit more controllable, and they choose items faster, so they're not walking around wasting time. If there's too many customers in a really small space, it'll say too many customers and they'll leave, so that's not ideal. But it's kind of up to you, whatever you prefer. Until I got to late game, I had an open concept the entire time, and I liked it just because it looked better, and I didn't really care about how fast customers chose an item. So, it's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. It's kind of personal preference. Some people like it, some people don't. But for me, when I'm just focusing on net worth and want to get through customers as quick as possible, this works for me. So it's totally up to you. Hopefully this gives you something to think about, and I'd love to hear your comments on which scenario, 1, 2, or 3, that you prefer and what you'll be going with when you hit endgame as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you soon.